Hello and welcome back to Cool English with Ilham. Do you often gossip? Have you taken part in a gossip conversation? Was this in English or in your mother tongue? Today I'm going to take you through a crucial lesson for second year baccalaureate, which is reported speech. But this is only for educational purposes, not for gossiping. So let's start.
This is a pivotal lesson for second year baccalaureate student, which is reporter speech. هذا درس مهم بالنسبة للتلاميذ ديال السنة الثانية بكالوريا اللي هو الخطاب المباشر والغير مباشر أو الأسلوب المباشر أو الغير مباشر. We're going to explain reporter speech in three parts. Declarative sentence, which makes simply a statement. They pass on information. It ends with a full stop. For example, she works in a bank. And interrogative sentence, which asks a question and it ends with the question mark. Example, can you find my umbrella? And the last one, which is imperative. It is a command or a polite request. It ends with an exclamation or a full stop. For example, fetch my umbrella. بالنسبة للريبورت سبيتش غنشوفوه في ثلاثة المحاور. في الجملة الخبرية الإنشائية جملة عادية اللي كتبدا بسوجي فيرب أوبجي، جملة استفهامية وأيضا الأمر. For declarative sentence we have I live in Casablanca, which is direct speech. We turn it into indirect. He said that is optional, and present turns into past. He said that he lived in Casablanca. دونك هنا بالنسبة في هذه الجملة الأسلوب المباشر ملي كنرجعو أسلوب غير مباشر إلا كان الفعل في الباسي he said دونك ضروري كيكون واحد الشونجمون في لي طون. إلا كان بريزون كيولي الباسي، إلا كان الباسي غيولي الباس بيرفكت، البريزنت كانتيونس غيولي الباس كانتيونس، وغادي نفصلو في هادشي من بعد. دونك المعنى هنا أن خص كيكون واحد شونجمون في الفعل. I'm working now, he said. He said that is optional. We can do without it. I'm working, which is present continuous, turns into past continuous and now turns into now. He was working then. دونك بالنسبة لهنا عندنا present continuous، عندنا I'm working وعندنا now. ملي كنديرو he said في الباسي دونك كيكون واحد شونجمون present continuous كيولي past continuous. وكاين أيضا واحد لي ترانسفورماسيون في الادفيرب of time بحال now في هاد الظرف زمان ولا حتى في الظرف المكان كيكون واحد شونجمون اللي غادي نحفظوه من بعد. I cook fantastic food, he says. If we have he says reporting verb in the present, there is no changement. He says that he cooks fantastic food. دونك هنا ما تيكون حتى شي شونجمون الا كان الفعل says reporting verb في البريزون. Now, these are okay, some transformation that you should learn it by heart. Now, if we have tenses, present turns into past, and past turns into past perfect. Present continuous turns into past continuous, and past continuous turns into past perfect continuous. The form of past perfect continuous had been plus verb plus ing form. Present perfect turns into past perfect. Present perfect continuous turns into past perfect continuous. For past perfect and past perfect continuous there are no changements. دونك هنا هادو هما لي ترانسفورماسيون اللي خصنا نحفظوهم باغ كور. دونك ملي يكون عندنا جملة في البريزون غنحولوها للباسي، الباسي الباست بيرفكت. present continuous غتولي الباست continuous، past continuous past perfect continuous. بالنسبة لفورم ديال past perfect continuous هي had been plus verb plus ing form. present perfect كتولي past perfect و past perfect continuous كتولي past perfect present perfect continuous كيولي past perfect continuous. لاحظوا أن simple مع simple و continuous مع continuous هنا هادشي تردوا ليه البال. بالنسبة للباست بيرفكت و الباست بيرفكت كونتينوس إلا كانوا عندكم في الجملة كيبقاو كما هما. The form of present perfect continuous is has been plus verb plus ing form. Now for models, we have can turns into could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must which is have to turns into had to. بالنسبة للمودلز كان كتشونجا could و shall should will would may might must اللي هو في الأصل have to غتشونجا ل had to. إلا كانت must غتولي had to إلا كانت have to غتولي had to. Now for expression of time we have now turns into then, today, that day, tonight, that night, yesterday, the day before, last week, the week before. نقدروا هنا نديرو the week before or the previous week and the same for the day before or the previous day. Tomorrow, the day after or the following day. Next week, the week after or the following week. Ago turns into before. Donc هادو هما لي transformation اللي تيكونوا في time expression. ظرف زمان. Now كتولي then, today that day, tonight that night, yesterday تقدر تحول the day before ولا the previous day, last week the week before or the previous week, tomorrow the day after or the following day, next week the week after or the following week, ago كتولي before. دونك بقاو لينا هادو اللي هما we have here turns into there, this into that, and this turns into those. دونك هنا عندنا here كتولي there, this كتولي that و this كتولي those. For interrogative sentences we have to differentiate between two kinds of questions, WH questions and yes/no questions. For WH questions, they are questions that simply begin with where, what, why, how, when, etc. And yes/no questions are questions that begin with auxiliary. Example, is he, can he. Now for WH questions, example, where is he going? He asks me. Now first step, you have to write WH question, which is here where, then subject and transformation. بالنسبة للانتروغاتيف خصنا نفرقوا بين جوج أنواع ديال interrogative sentences. عندنا WH question و yes/no question. WH question هما لي كيسيون اللي كيبداو ب where, what, why اللي فيهم WH. و yes/no question كاينين لي كيسيون اللي كيبداو بلي زوكسيليير بحال is, does. في ال WH question مثال هنا عندنا where is he going. أول حاجة غدير غتنزل هذيك WH question تحطها هي الأولى. تاني حاجة sujet وعاد من بعد لي transformation. دونك هنا عندنا ثلاثة الخطوات. تنزل WH question هي sujet هنا وعاد لي transformation. هنا عندنا ال present continuous ولات ال past continuous. Another example, why did he leave early yesterday? So here he wanted to know. Now first thing you have to write WH question, which is why here. The verb, the subject, sorry, which is he, and then the verb. Now you have to pay attention that the verb here is leave, and it shows that the verb here is in the past, so we have to turn it into past perfect. بالنسبة لهاد الإكزامبل اللي عندنا فيه did خصنا نردو البال مزيان. أول حاجة غنزلو ديك WH question، تاني حاجة sujet. مي عندك did هنا راه الفعل هو leave وهذيك leave في الباسي، دونك الباسي غيولي الباست بيرفكت. He wanted to know why he had left early the day before, and yesterday turns into the day before. دونك دايما كنردو البال ملي تكون عندنا does ولا do، سيتادير هنا لو بريزون غيولي الفعل في الباسي، و did راه الفعل في الباسي غيولي في الباست بيرفكت. Yes/no question. Is he going out? He asks me. Now in yes no question we have okay to use if, subject and transformation. He asked me if he was going out. But if we have okay or, do you like tea or coffee? Now instead of using if, we use whether. He asked me whether I like tea or coffee. بالنسبة ل yes no question في بلاصة where كنديرو if. مثلا عندنا he is going out. He asked me بالنسبة ل WH question كنزلو WH question. بالنسبة ل yes no question كنديرو if. وكتبقى نفس القاعدة سوجو لي ترانسفورماسيون. إلا كان عندنا or c'est-à-dire deux choix. بالنسبة متى تكون عندنا or في بلاصة if كنديرو whether. He asked me whether I like tea or coffee. For imperative, we have affirmative and negative. Example, do your homework. He ordered me to do my homework. And for negative, we have, for example, don't close the window. He ordered me not to close the window. بالنسبة في الأمر ديما تيكون الفعل اللي غنبداو به في الانفينيتيف. do your homework ما تيكون سوجي، هذا هو الأمر. he ordered me من تيكون عندنا الافيرماتيف كنديرو هذاك لو فيرب في الانفينيتيف to do مثلا. close the door. he ordered me to close the door. مي كتكون عندنا لا نيغاسيون كتكون don't دونك كنديرو not to. إذا الامبيراتيف في الافيرماتيف كنديرو to وفي لا نيغاسيون كنديرو not to ولو فيرب كيبقى هو. Let's practice. Now, he said, I like this story. He said, like is in the present. We turn it into past and this that. He said she liked that story. بالنسبة لهاد الجملة هذه he said عندنا لو verb في البريزون وعندنا this. دونك like اللي هو البريزون غيولي الباسي و this غتولي that. توجور في الامتحان كيعطيك واحد direct speech وكيقولك ردو indirect speech كيعطيك he said. Why are they leaving? She asked me. Now here we have WH question. We have why. So we put why, subject and transformation. She asked me why they were leaving. Why subject they or present continuous turns into past continuous. I don't speak English. He said. Now this sentence is in present in negative. He said he didn't speak English. Now here we can say he said that he didn't speak or he didn't speak because as I said that is optional. عندنا هنا الجملة I don't speak عندنا في البريزون في لا نيغاسيون دونك غتولي في الباسي he didn't speak. نقدروا نديرو he said that he didn't speak ولا نحيدو ديك that لأن that هي غير ضرورية. Say hello to Amal, my mom said. My mom asked me to say hello. This is imperative. So imperative in affirmative we use to infinitive. بالنسبة ل say hello to Amal هذا في الامبيراتيف والامبيراتيف كنديرو le verbe في l'infinitive with to. The show started at 7 o'clock, he said. This is affirmative sentence in the past. So past turns into past perfect. He said the show had started at 7. Don't play on the grass. This is imperative. She told the children not to play on the grass. بالنسبة لهذا راه l'impératif وعندنا في la négation. Donc في la négation كديروا not to و le verbe à l'infinitif. Where did you spend your holiday? He asked me. Now here we have a question in the past. She asked him where. He and spend, which is in the past, turns into past perfect had spent. بالنسبة هذه question فيها ال where وفيها l'inversion sujet. l'auxiliaire did كيما شرحت لكم. l'auxiliaire did كيبين لك بأن الفعل في الباسي، دونك الباسي غيولي الباس بيرفكت. دونك كنزلو where sujet و les transformations. I never make mistake, he said. He said, or he never made. So this is present. The past simple of make is made. بالنسبة لهنا الجملة في البريزون غتولي في الباسي. الباسي ديال make هي made. Does she know Ahmed? He wanted to know. He wanted to know. Now here we have question, yes, no question. So as I explained, we use if, subject, and transformation. We have auxiliary does, which shows that the verb is in present. We turn it into past. He wanted to know if she knew Ahmed. بالنسبة لهذا yes, no question. وشرحت بأن yes, no question نحطو if والسوجي وكنديرو لي transformation. نبهتكم بأن l'auxiliaire does كيبين أن الفعل في البريزون لذلك ردوه في الباسي. He wanted to know if she knew. knew هو الباسي ديال know. Don't underestimate voluntary work, he advised the audience. He advised the audience. We have here imperative in negative, not to underestimate. He advised the audience not to underestimate voluntary work. بالنسبة لهنا عندنا l'impératif la négation. دونك شرحت لكم بأن في الأفيرماتيف كنديرو to، في la négation not to. These are national exams to reinforce your understanding. 2017. Can you show how to use the interactive board? Pamela asked me. Pamela asked me. Now here we have yes no question. Put if, subject, and transformation. Can, the past simple of can is could. Pamela asked me if I could show her how to use the interactive board. بالنسبة لهنا عندنا yes no question. القاعدة ديالها هي if, sujet و les transformations. دونك كنزلو if, sujet و les transformations عندنا كان غتولي could. 2016 check-up. الدورة الاستدراكية 2016. Where did you spend your holiday? Rashid asked his friend. Rashid wanted to know. We have here WH question. And the verb here is in the past. Now first thing we use where, subject, and transformation. Past simple turns into past perfect. بالنسبة لهنايا عندنا where اللي هي WH question. أول حاجة غنزلو ديك where. تاني حاجة غنشوفو لو sujet. ثالث حاجة لي transformation. did هنا كتبين بأن spend في الباسي. دونك الباسي غيولي الباس perfect. Rashid wanted to know where he had spent his holiday. 2015. Where can I find a French dictionary? Tim asked. Tim asked the librarian. Now here we have WH question. We put where, subject, and transformation. Now here can, we turn it into could. بالنسبة لهنا لا ميم شوز بالنسبة ل where can I find. غنحطو where, sujet, وكان غتولي could. 2018. Don't worry about the medical test. Don't worry. Here we have imperative in the negative. So we have to use not to. The nurse told the patient not to worry about the medical test. بالنسبة لهنا عندنا l'impératif la négation. دونك غنديرو not to. l'impératif راه ساهل. في الأفيرماتيف غنديرو to, le verbe, وفي la négation not to. Now we have 2013. I'll come this evening, Susan said. Now here we have I'll come. This is abbreviation of I will. So will turns into would. Susan said that she would come in this evening. هنا عندنا ال I الكامل اللي هي abréviation ديال I will. Donc will غتولي would. عندنا affirmative sentence. That is optional. Susan said that she would come this evening. 2012 checkup. دورة استدراكية 2012. We have known each other for a long time. The suspect said. The suspect said. Now here we have present perfect turns into past perfect. The suspect said that they had known each other for a long time. Donc هذه affirmative sentence في ال present perfect. ال present perfect هيولي ال past perfect. 2011, will the student take part in the sports competition, Mrs. Brown? This is a yes/no question. So the headmaster asked Mrs. Brown if the student would take. So here we use if subject and transformation will turns into would. بالنسبة لهنا هذه yes/no question. غادي نحطو if sujet ولي transformation. بالنسبة لويل كتولي would. 2009, I will join the university in September, Susan told her friend. Now here we have affirmative sentence, will turns into would. Susan told her friend that she would join the university in September. That here is optional. بالنسبة لهنا عندنا future simple اللي هو will و will قلنا غادي نردوه would. بالنسبة لذات راه هي ماشي ضرورية. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and see you very soon.